that it takes before I shout out to everyone that we're live again. Oh, this is promising. Don't give me an error. Hey, all right. I can tell that I'm live, so I'm going to go ahead and let everyone know that we're back, and we'll be good to go. You know what they say, turn it off and on again. Found this answer. Twitch limits are using... Please ensure your bitrate is at less or lower than that. It's an error. Odd. Never had that problem before, and I didn't change any settings. Reboot seems to have fixed it. We're back. Okay. Let's tell Twitter. Hey, thanks to those of you who have been just patient, kind of hanging out with me. I do appreciate it. Ooh, goodness. All right. Let's do false start, technical trouble, flag on the play. First down. Sports analogy. Stream restarted. Okay. All right. I think we're good to go. I think we're good. Yeah, I'm not sure why I would get that error. That's real odd. Irregardlessly, let's just... Me and the captain are going to make it happen. We're going to play video games. That's what we're going to do here. That's what we're here for. So I'm going to join random games, random users' games. So there's a high chance of me getting asked to leave, or that as soon as I join, they'll cancel the server. It might take a minute for me to get into a game, but once we get in, my goal is to play as a DLC race, which most of the players aren't going to have, because a lot of people are enjoying that they can play the game for free right now. And so hopefully if they see me walking around as some type of a monster, they will be like, "Oh, that looks fun. That looks fun." I can bewilder them with my monstrous demeanor, which is my goal at the moment. To bewilder folk. Common and uncommon folk alike. They shall be bewildered on my watch. Alright, Barony's loading. Here we go. Wow, Barony's taking its sweet time loading. I think my computer's still chugging from the reboot. Let's go, buddy. You can do this. Loading interface. Let's do it. Crossplay initializing. Alright, here we are. I'm going to point out this Kickstarter box again. We got to get people following our Kickstarter and pledging to it. We could really use your support. Stream is live. Gonna be good. All right, we're live. Thank you, everybody. I really appreciate your patience and sticking with me. We're gonna delete that bad blad, and instead we're gonna use a previous bad blad. We're gonna join a multiplayer game, and we're gonna... How about this one? Hunger Traps. All right, let's do that. Lobby requires compatible save. All right, fair enough. Continue your game, buddy. Respect. Hardcore. I mean, I wasn't expecting that. See a hardcore game. It's funny. I love that I can see the server settings from here. Friendly fire, minotaurs, hunger, and traps. That looks like a default game. Let's do that one. Lord Lima's lobby. Aw, compatible save game to join. Again, respect. Much respect. Let's refresh. Let's refresh. Oh, I see a 3 out of a 4. They should be happy to see me, right? Join game. Lobby's full. It's nice to see the lobby so active and moving quick, right? Join game. Let's get it. Game isn't showing unless you're hiding it. Gotta change screen. Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. Thank you, thank you. I'm doing the screen hide. Alright. Alright, that's alright. Haven't missed any gameplay. Alright. Wow. Of course, I'm not going to join that person's game. JP Man. That looks decent. Let's do that. Hey, champs. Oh, we're new. Can you help? Oh, you bet I can. I'm the baddest Vlad in the wild west. Oh, so we got noobs. This is gonna be fun. Don't tell him who's in the Discord. Pyrokinesis, maybe. I think JP Man, but I guess I'm right. Oh, he's new. Okay. You look amazing, as do you. What a fine day in the Barony. Kings all around. We're all kings. We're kings here. All right. First game, or died a few times already. Sir Spoon. Pyrokinesis. They're so, like, hesitant. I love it. It's adorable. Oh, what's this staff do? I'm just gonna cast randomly. I got a whip. This is a DLC character. Kinda hard to play, but has wacky abilities. All that is true. No lies detected. Alright. Molto bene. Let's get it. Uh-oh. Skeletons. Get out of here. Uh-oh. Wow, I died. But because we're on, yeah, they pulled the pincer maneuver on me. That whip is gone. I lost it. Did I? Are we on... Do we not have keep inventory on death? And the game was going to be good and then... Yeah, great. Great run, guys. Great run. We did it. We did it together. Alright. I got cocky. Oh goodness, he's not even shooting. Please. All right, there you go. Good job. Oh! Oh goodness. Oh, he was blocking. Yeah, I can understand experimenting with that. My friend. Oh no. Careful. Don't stop for rings. Alright. We're gonna give it another go. Yeah, GG. That's probably the worst run I've had in a very long time. That was wild. Okay. We've got the classic floating heads until everything loads in. I love it. I don't even really want that fixed. I think it's endearing. I think it's adorable. Oh, nice arrow you got there. What you doing, pyrokinesis? PK fire! Can you move camera center left side? It's covering chat. I don't understand. Oh, that chat. Okay. Yeah, I can do that. Yeah, understandable. How about we do this? Is it okay if I'm tiny? Is that bad? Like, is a little better than nothing when it comes to... Random question, is it weird playing a game you made art for because a lot of artists, including myself, grow to dislike our art? You good? Alright. You know, most games I've worked on, I've actually been able to really, really enjoy after they were done. And Barony... Hey, don't shoot me. Barony is by far the one that I've been able to enjoy the most for the longest. And of course, part of that's due to the fact that it's procedurally generated content, so it's designed to let somebody enjoy it a lot. And you know, I joined the team because I wanted to play a game like Barony. So no, I mean, occasionally I'll see stuff, I'm like, meh, I could fix that art, and sometimes I will, and sometimes I won't. Just kind of depending. Dude, I'm gonna... How do you equip armor? Alright, I got the spiders to attack each other. I'm gonna go ahead and clean them up. Oh, I made a mistake. I made a huge mistake. Open inventory with tab. Right click on what you want to equip. Careful of unidentified. They may be cursed. Alright. So they're really new. I mean, they don't even know how to use the inventory. Oh boy, Monkus. Alright. So I've used an amulet of life saving. That's already occurred. Rip traps. We disabled traps. Here we are. I think Barony is stylized as a retro look on purpose. It doesn't really age. For me, the randomization is what does it. Never get the same game twice. Hey, good to see you again. Been a while. Hey, what's up, Invictus Blood? Yeah, that's true. Real talk. Yeah, I like stylized games. When I'm doing art for games, I really, really prefer to do stylized. There is almost nothing interesting to me about doing like a super realistic style. Like sculpting the pores in somebody's skin, or you know, spending days upon days sculpting a rock that, you know, that players are just gonna walk right past and they're gonna ignore all the detail. I feel like as an artist, you're working really you're working really hard to make something realistic enough that you can ignore it. That's how I feel about making realistic art. It's like You get it to a point where it looks so good that you can take it for granted. You know what I mean? Because it looks so real. That's trash, I'm telling him. And so, anyway, and if anybody's into realistic art and whatnot, like, I'm no hate. In fact, I deeply, deeply admire the skill that goes into that. I just don't find it rewarding to do. I don't enjoy doing it. Ow. Don't. Alright. We got him. We got him, boys. He's impressed with my spellcasting ability. I hear it. Love that Hunter's Mark spell. Or Arcane Mark. He's just following me around like a puppy. I love it. Just checking in, seeing good old Barony again. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that's right. So good old Barony just got a major free update called the Hall of Trials, which adds a bunch of tutorials to the game. I've watched some people play, and if you beat them all, brand new to the game, it can take you like maybe even 5 hours to get through it all and rise to the challenge and beat it. Maybe 4 is more realistic. For an experienced Barony player, you'll burn through it in an hour or less, and then you'll speedrun it in 14 minutes. So that's just to not try to oversell you on how much content it is. But we called it the Hall of Trials because it's not really a tutorial in the traditional sense where it's like, look up, look left, look right, press the attack button. Good, now you know how to play the game. It's really a like an immersive training of what it takes to be good at Barony. And so there's a final test that you got to do, and on every tutorial. All right, for goodness sakes. 3 hit points. Kind of sad situation have I gotten myself into. That makes sense. Fantastic, by the way. Hey, thank you so much, 3K. It was a lot of work, and it's funny because I was pretty well down the path of making just a single tutorial level that kind of like made you learn a couple basics but didn't really challenge you at all. It's just like, oh, you know, you're gonna have to pick up this book to get through this door. You're gonna have to block to get by these arrow traps without taking damage. But nothing to the degree that I eventually did in the Hall of Trials. And one of the things that changed my mind about that and wanting to make it a little more hardcore and a bit more of a complete teaching experience is when we were at MagFest, I ran into a fan who, you know, a fan of Barony who was just like over the moon about the game. And you know, one of the things we talked about was because there's so many new players. Oh, I didn't get the oh hi mark. Don't. Oh. Shame. I got killed by a rat because I had these like couple of hit points. What an idiot. That's me. That's an idiot. Oh, kill the rat. Kill the rat. What are you doing? And I don't know why he was just hanging out next to the rat. Now he's running from it. Just kill it, man. Just kill it. Oh, he's got 1 hit point too. He's scared. This guy. But yeah, they had an idea and I didn't end up doing their idea, I guess completely, but it really inspired me to start out that way. They said, what if the tutorial in Barony was like, you know, you just sort of let the player go along, and then you kill them with something, and then you tell them after they're dead, oh, this is what you did wrong, and then they get to do it again, and they get to avoid that death. And I was like, man, that's so perfect for a roguelike. I mean, that's just how the game plays anyway. But to be able to do it in a more explicit fashion, where it's, you know, as a designer, where it's controlled, just so new players can have an easier time getting into it. It just seemed really smart to me, and so I started off on a complete redesign from the ground up, where I started trying to make tutorials where if you didn't pass the test, you died. And so a good example of that is in the first tutorial, when the game is teaching you just how to block. There's those sentries there. They're pointed right at you. If you don't block, you are going to die. And so trying to carry that philosophy through the rest of the tutorials, how like it's teaching and a test every step of the way. Oh, he's asking about the sound. That's my beautiful native language. How dare you judge me? Oh, these guys. Oh my gosh. We are just surrounded by enemies. Okay, we did it. We did it. So yeah, having to hold myself as a designer to that litmus test of like, I've got to find a way to test the player where if they don't do this in a way that I think is fun, that helps them feel smart and that they've learned the mechanic, it's just not going in the tutorial. And you know, maybe we've made some compromises to that every step of the way, but or on certain, you know, I guess haven't maybe held completely true to it every step of the way. But that was the metric I was holding myself to. I was really trying to make it so that players had to really learn and embrace the mechanics in order to succeed in the trials. And that's kind of what gave us the result we have. Uh-oh. I hit Sir Spoon on accident. Okay, yeah. So, anyway, that's kind of how it... Arbitrary milestone, but Kickstarter reached 10K. Hey, thank you, Siesta, for telling me that. I didn't know. I'm very excited about that, actually. I've been looking at it all day. Like, it's so close. It's so close. Please, just get there. So that's really great news. Kickstarter, if you haven't checked out the Kickstarter, if you haven't pledged, please, please, please go check it out. You know, even if you decide not to pledge, I'd love it if you went and checked it out. And, uh-oh. I know that eye. The cool water refreshed me. Oh, I want that book, actually. Sorry about your... Alright, alright. Makes sense, fantastic. Lol, indiscriminate screams of tortured souls. You see, Asta, that is an exceptional description for exactly what my character sounds like. And our very own Chris Kukla is the one that made that sound effect happen. It's like, I think it's perfect for an Incubus. It's so like, it kind of has this primal but also like vulgar quality to it. Like what is he howling for? Like, he sounds pleased with himself. I don't like it. But it's otherworldly in a way that's kind of repulsive. It's just exactly what you'd hope an Incubus sounds like. I think you did a great job on that one. Grats. Hey, Siesta, thank you so much for linking the Kickstarter. BRB, good sir. Alright. I feel like I was in the middle of 3 thoughts at once and I failed to follow through on them. Streaming while chatting is fun, but sometimes difficult. Like many, I work best with a one-track mind. Oh, I've got cursed water. Ooh. Okay. I really want to use that on my cursed hood, because I'm going to be wearing that for the rest of the game. Either that or the whip. I found a guy, he says. Yeah, we'll use it on my hat. So now my helmet actually gives me a little armor. Alright. Sounds faded and ethereal. Yeah, it's not deep and gruff like a usual demon. That's true. Doesn't have a smoker's voice. Fits well with the rest of the game's audio. Well, I'm sure he will be pleased to know that people were saying that about his work. Yeah, he loves getting feedback, especially when it's positive, don't we all? What am I seeing? Oh, that's a troll. Oh. Alright. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. Alright. I got a point of oh hi mark. It's very important to me. Alright, let's get out of here. We're back, gents. Alright. Uh-oh. Pyrokinesis is in a BRB state. Alright, hopefully we can stay alive. Dude, we got another funny bones? That's actually awesome if we can kill it. Alright, I'm gonna use my spell that I rarely use. Alright, we did it. We did it. Oh yeah. Got parachute. And I got a cloak of protection. Of course it's a cursed parachute. I mean, or a blessed parachute. I wouldn't expect anything else. Oops, I almost friendly fired myself there. I don't think he knows you can recruit. He just hates me because I'm red. Alright. Uh-oh. Alright. Oh, goodness. Let's see. What are we going to do next? We're going to whip a rat to death is what we're going to do. Horse or spoon. We got his friend who's AFK. Hopefully we can get through this without... I mean, I feel like... Let's be honest. We're off to a bad start. All three of us have died. Some of us have died twice. Alright, we did it. We got another oh hi mark. I think that guy's probably has no idea what he's looking at when I do that. It's like, how is he teleporting? This is crazy. I have an idea for a backer reward. Sheet music for the soundtrack. That's a fun idea. I can just imagine somebody playing it on piano or something using sheet music. So one of the things that I've tried to make sure to do is make backer rewards that are fairly universal, that like anybody would be happy to get, but also that way things kind of stay simple. Excuse me. things stay simple so that like every tier of reward can come with everything from every previous tier. Because once you start getting more than like 6 options, people's eyes glaze over and they don't even want to think about it anymore. They're just like, that's too many. I don't even care what you have because you just have too much crap. And so that's what I'm kind of trying to avoid by having like a ton of backer rewards. But that's like a really fun idea, and I wonder if there's a way that like we can incorporate that in a way that would feel a little more universal, because I think 9 out of 10 people aren't going to want to pay extra for sheet music. Like, I personally have no use for sheet music. But any musician who likes Barony would be, like, pumped to have that reward. So I definitely see the validity in the idea. Included with the soundtrack DLC. Yeah, I mean, that's something I could talk to Chris about. I'm not sure how hard it would be for him to generate the... Alright. I may have surprised this gentleman. Uh-oh. I definitely screwed that guy over. He was just like looking in there. I'm like, oh, curious, are you? I've amused myself by ruining. Hey, what's up, Jax? How you doing, brother? Good to see ya. Uh-oh. Alright. We're gonna get an oh high mark from this slime, because that's what really matters to me. Got him. Alright, we teleported behind the slime and assassinated it and contributed to our oh high mark score. It is like one of my favorite achievements, and I'm embarrassed that I haven't earned it yet, but it's pretty hard to get. If you're like, uh-oh, somebody's trying to get it. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Oh, he almost killed me. What happened? Oh. I didn't realize that I was gonna hurt myself in order to make the demon. I forgot all about that. The mana cost on that spell is so expensive. I totally forgot about the HP cost of the spell. Plus 10% of max HP. And I was really low on magic already. Yeah, that troll's gonna come in and kill him. Oh wow, that's amazing. Yeah, I used Inner Demon on the troll. I mean, it's such a good spell. It's so good, but especially early game, it's expensive in mana, and then the 10 HP or the 10%. Maybe go to a new room. Yeah, I don't want to hang out with somebody that's AFK. Alright. Off we go. Off we go. Director's cut. You know what I think I'm going to do? I think I'm going to host my own room. I'm going to take a short potty break for myself. And then you guys can watch folks join in. Yeah. That way I can be in charge of the server flags. It can be a little more reliable. And since I'm the host, I'm not going to deal with connection issues or anything like that. Let's stay Bad Blood. I enjoy that name. We're going to host a cross-play game. The performance on this has been really good, in my opinion. Minotaurs, Hunger, Traps. Alright. Alright, we're going to... I'll turn off my video. I will be right back. See you in a moment. I see that Dickus joined and Dickus left. Let's see the next one. Was surprised to see ya. Meg says hi and hey y'all. Hey y'all. Thanks, Jax. I'll turn my video back on. There we are. Yeah, well, I don't know if you've been paying attention, the Jax, but ooh, Taco. What up, Taco? I wonder if I mean, you guys can see my room code. Anyway. Why is chat a telephone ringing? Because back in the day when people built dungeons out of voxels, the only sound effect they could afford was telephones. Now you know. Okay, I'm improvising. Could you do an Orpheus voice for me? Preferably big mistake, cretin, time to suffer. I would like to. Dude, they're an insectoid wizard. Whoever this person is, they're a person after my own heart. I stinking love insectoid wizards. I've beaten the game as an insectoid wizard. And it's funny because, like, in one way, you have an abundance of mana as a resource. Like, it's like every time you eat, it's a mana potion. And that's something that other casters just can't do. It's like, feels very powerful. It's like, I want to cast a spell. I'm going to eat this. And because you're an insectoid, you can eat anything. And so even food feels very abundant. But once you're low on food, like if you ever get to a place where you've been a little too generous with your casting. Oh, Veni Vidi Vici. They came. They saw. They conquered the dungeon. Finally get a strong run on a summoner, and my goodness, the lads get strong. Yeah, I've seen some of those stuff on the, wanna do... Ooh, okay, we got 4. Let's do it. Okay. So I do use some modifications in my voice when I do the recordings. I'm sure it's completely obvious to you. But Orpheus... he's a bit of... He tried to do like a bit of an aristocratic tone for him. This guy's dropping all of his... Here, I'll wear your cape. Yeah, Vidi Vidi Vici's a pro gamer. They're, I drop all useless items. All it is extra weight. I don't carry 1 pound of extra weight, not on my watch. I will wear this dark shirt though. I think it's, I'm a little embarrassed. Just not gonna wear your cloak of protection? What kind of... Alright. Maybe Taco Gal didn't realize it. Okay. I'm trying to get myself... It's been a long time since I voice acted Orpheus. Trying to get myself in that headspace. Big mistake, cretin. Time to suffer. And then I would just modify the voice to make it deeper and put like a spooky magic lich echo on it, and then problem solved. Impossible! Yeah. You gotta love it. Oop. So I'm finally getting a strong run on Summoner. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. I already read that. Yeah, I remember... I've seen some GIFs in the chat of like a level 137 follower. Just like absurdly powerful, crazy tanky, tons of damage, just like viciously strong. Like four-shotting the Minotaur and stuff. Hey, thanks 3K, I appreciate it. You know, like, I don't know if I fancy myself a quote-unquote voice actor, but I do like to voice act. It's one of my smaller pleasures that I get to do that on this project. And mostly it's just because, like, I'm the one writing the script. I'm trying to help get stuff in the game as fast as I can. And the most helpful thing I can do is just record the lines myself. Uh-oh. Alright, I'm gonna... Dude, this is... We're like a team of dungeon pros. How's Josiah doing? Oh, I am very good. I'm doing very, very good. Having a good time. Yeah, I guess. I mean, this is like a team of dungeon pros. They didn't waste any time. They split and separated to get all the everything. I'm definitely taking these cream pies so I can throw them. Yeah, somebody's still killing stuff. If there's still stuff to kill, we're still in the game, you know? That's what it comes down to. Yeah, this is like the tightest team of randoms I've ever run into. Of course, I haven't run into any team of randoms before tonight, so it's not saying much. Okay, we got a ninja, a wizard, and a ninja. Of course, 2 ninjas. It's empty. Alright, off we go. Vinny Vidi Vicky. A book? Alright. Those aren't fairies, they're ninjas. I don't think I get it. I want to get it, but I don't. Alright. We killed the skeleton. I had an opportunity to oh hi mark him, but I didn't. Does anybody not know the oh hi mark reference? Anyone? Anyone? Bueller? Because if you don't know it, you need to know it. It's important. It's essential to enjoying Barony. Alright, let's do this. Let's do this wombo combo. Alright, we did it. We assassinated the skeleton in classic oh hi mark fashion. I did not hit her. Aha, Mark. That's right. And because you cast Arcane Mark on the guy, we took the opportunity to, Minotaur Floor. We took the opportunity to, make a dad joke. Just long story short. Looks like we're going to the Gnomish Mines. What else did we do? Get in the fort, quick! Alright, here we are. This place is hard, says somebody. Well, you figured it out, didn't you? You've been here before. Jib 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 jab jib jab. Jib 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 jab jib jab. I did not do this voice acting. I do the trailers, I did Orpheus, and that is it. That's all the voice acting I've done for this game. Ah. Let's do this. Alright, we owe high mark to the troll. That was a fairly practical. Did Taco Gal witness my my oh hi mark? I think they did. There's an 8-inch helmet. Yeah, I don't want it. I don't need it. Here, let's take this off. Just pickaxe it. Pickaxe it. It's ours. Oh no! Oh! Oh goodness. Everybody ganks till the gnomes start jib-jabbing. That's right. Oh, goodness. That was amazing. Nice. That was a total, like, ninja grab. Ninja grab, ninja vanish. G-Self, or G-Cell 1127. Dude, I am honored to be a part of it. I'm lucky that I've been able to contribute to this game as much as I can because I wasn't a part of the team when it first started. It was very much the kind of game that I've tried to pitch to developers before, to publishers before when I was working with them. A kind of game I had been dreaming of making. And so when I saw Sheridan was making Barony and he had just launched it, I was just like, I have to be a part of this. Will you please let me be a part of your team? And we talked and discussed how, you know, that could be a relationship that would work. And the rest is history, man. So anyway, that's just to say, like, it's a, when I saw Barony, I present for you, Wizard. What a team. Team champion. Dude, this is an epic team. RPG roguelikes is something the world needs more of. Yeah, I agree. And for me personally, I like immersive role-playing games. I've been an Elder Scrolls fan since Arena. And I don't, you know, I'm not wearing that as like a, you know, like, oh yes, the Elder Scrolls, everyone knows it's the best role-playing game franchise. But no, more just like, that's an old game. It was like kind of obtuse and jank even back in the day, but just being immersed in a dungeon since Dungeon Master, actually way older. Uh-oh, we got a Thumpus, y'all. Alright, we're gonna get this gnome. That's what we're gonna do. Oh no, I didn't get the assassinate. Oh. Okay, alright. I thought I was going to be so proud of myself trying to get that assassinate. D&D and everything RPG is amazing. I'm glad you feel that. Oh, another gnome. Another gnome. I dare you to shoot lightning at me, stupid. Dude, I'm kind of happy we're fighting more gnomes. This is exciting. I dare ya. I dare ya. Alright, let's do it. Let's do this again. Let's do another teleport. Got him. Oh, hi, Mark. Oh, yeah. 2 Thumpuses? 2 Thumpi? Holy moly. Dude, that's a lot of XP. Oh, Bracers of Constitution. Taco, I want... Uh-oh. Dude, this is awesome. I'm loving this pickup team. I know Taco Gao's name. I don't know where I know... Like, if they're just on my Steam friends list or if they're a Barony fan or what. But I know that name. My journal, I don't want that, I don't need that, don't need this anymore, I don't need this anymore, don't need this, don't need this. Goodness gracious. It's a lot of junk. To have out to see the market's amazing. Dude, once you kind of figure out the use case for... Oh. Hold on, hold on. I'm so amused right now. I can't even. Read. Speaking of RPG, can't wait to get my Car Wars set. Been doing a form of Cyberpunk lately. That's cool. Love me some Cyberpunk. In fact, I was just thinking earlier about the fact that... oh my gosh, that's a lot. Oh! A cursed enchant weapon. That is amazing. Okay, it might sound crazy, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to save the cursed enchant weapon scroll until I have drank a potion, a cursed bottle of water to give my whip the initial -1, and then the cursed enchant weapon will give it another -1, because it's pretty hard to multi-curse something compared to multi-blessing it. So yeah. Exit is center east. Okay. Okay. Cursed water does it. Yeah, if you drink a potion of oh gosh. Let's do Mine Town. Let's do Mine Town. Yeah. Yeah, you drink a cursed bottle of water and it will randomly curse one of your pieces of equipment, or if all of your equipment is already cursed, it'll curse your Alright, I hurt that troll pretty good. Got him. Sorry, I was saying it'll curse something else in your inventory. And so I don't know if you remove everything from your inventory, if it'll just it'll double curse something. I don't think I've tried that. Don't stop. Get it. Get it. Yes, I'm an Incubus G-Cell. Yeah, learning all the lessons. Is there something somewhere I can find more info about items? Because, example, in-game, I can't figure out all the qualities of a whip. You could check out the wiki. The wiki's pretty good. Oh, I don't need a second Ring of Conflict. Although I do like the red one. That's a little bit more thematic. Before I polymorph. I'm gonna polymorph too. Potion and jewelry so far. I just befriended that human so that he'd stop attacking Taco Gal. Taco Gal. Hats. Ooh, a bookstore? I kind of want to buy the Spellbook of Levitation, so I will. Wiki, ask in Discord. Yeah, dude, for sure. I've been trying to watch some of the people just trying the game out due to Epic, but it's pretty painful to watch. What do you mean painful to watch? I don't understand. What could that possibly mean? Potion shop. Potion seller. I'm going into battle. And I require your strongest potions. Listen to me here, potion seller. I'm going into the battle. And I require only your strongest potions. You can't handle my potions, traveler. Sorry, to subject you to that, I couldn't help myself. I mean, I could have, but I chose not to. I'm not new, I just play like rip, no food store. Well, the book salesman has scrolls of food. Did nobody buy them? Nobody bought them. Well, can I read this? No, I can't. So, you guys are on your own. Sorry. Okay, I'm going to sell this potion of confusion because it's very unlikely that I'll use it. You know what? I'm going to go to the... That was the potion seller, wasn't it? I'm tempted to buy an alembic. Because if I do, that means I may have an opportunity to make cursed water. And that could be very worth it for me. Actually, now I'm thinking about it, I don't know how I would make cursed water. Jewelry store. I kind of wanted that, actually. Sell my second ring of conflict. I'm going to sell my worthless gem. Alright. That's good enough. I've been sort of distracted and dawdling about a bit. I mean to get 100 trading. Alright. Oh, I see what you mean. To buy and sell cheese. Took me a second, sorry. Slow boy. I don't like to do those exploits, just no judgment. It's just like not fun for me. So that's probably why I didn't catch on right away. Oh, I have a scroll of fire I'm going to go ahead and sell. I sold... I definitely sold... I got... There, I bought scrolls of food to help the party. For the team. Super fair. I wish it was removed from the game so I wasn't tempted. Always feels rather cheesy. Where can I find the link to the wiki? What's up, Zeets2K6? Welcome to the stream. I don't know the address by heart, but if you did Barony Wiki on Google, that'd probably take you right there. That'd be my humble guess. And even if you made a specific, like... Is it the Phantom one? Yes, that's the one. I was going to say, if you had a specific topic you were interested in, you could be like, Barony Wiki Whip. And just so you know, just be warned, be you warned, the wiki is not complete. It's created entirely by volunteer fans of the game. And, you know, who mine to get the... to figure out all of the info about the game. And so they do good work, and they can only do it so fast. So I just wanted to let you know there may be questions there that are not answered. And if I can help sort of answer them off the top of my head, I would be happy to try. But in such a large and complicated systems-driven game like Barony, there is a chance that I won't have any idea what the answer is. or I won't have a precise stat off the top of my head. Yeah. Hey, no problem. My pleasure. Zeets. Zayates. Taco bought teleport book by accident. I meant to buy levitate. You want? That's funny. Unfortunate. It's fun to figure it out, like when I got a blindfold of telepathy. That is a great book. Alright. The team is off again. I'm going to use this crossbow with some quick arrows in it because I like it. I like it. And I do what I like. Sometimes I do what I like. Sometimes I do what I have to do. Good job, Taco. It's funny how the nod is like a universally useful gesture. I hear that peep. Oh. Yes. Let my ally take the heroic one hit point rat to death. A mighty victory. Notice now that if you're blind late game, you can sort of see the outlines and stuff. Do you know if that's intentional due to high perception? No, it's intentional. It didn't used to be the case that you could see through blindness. And I'm pretty sure that that is something that was deliberately modified. So, oh, you know what? I bet there's a luck stone in this mess. There is. I found it. Only because I knew to look for it. And that's just one of those things, just like you're saying. You wouldn't know. Yeah. Let's get it. Alright. Dead end. North is dead end. Hopefully that was coherent. Ooh, I really want to activate this water. Nope. Nope. Goodness gracious. Alright. I took a risk of getting everything blessed by drinking that fountain. It was a stupid choice, but I was trying to get a bottle, and I kept drinking my water, and I couldn't get a bottle out of it. Kind of a reckless maneuver, I guess. You got more ninja clothes. No, Vini Vidi Vici, stay with us. We lost Vini Vidi. Oh, I lost everybody. Well, that's sad. I wonder what happened. Like, everybody got punted. Literally everybody got punted. That's unfortunate. You know, in the past, I feel it's possible that I haven't been a stable host. I'm not sure why that is. It may just be my location. Throw my handy-dandy luck stone out on the floor. Alright, well, if you folks want to give a save and exit and see if you can find them again. Yeah, I could do that. Since I'm the host, why don't I give that a shot? Yeah, let's do that. Save and disconnect. Alright. Let's do it. Maybe we can be the Punisher. See what happens. I have doubts, but we'll see. We'll see. I know that one time I got dropped from a game and I wasn't sure why. And I kind of went looking for the people that hosted, but I couldn't find them. Yeah, that's a shame. It's a bummer. Ooh, well, I'm kind of hanging around. If you guys want, for at least for a couple minutes, to see if they happen to rejoin. Anybody want to do a little bit of AMA? I'm focused on chat now. I can afford to focus a little. Giselle, I don't know if you're still here, but you said it feels rather cheesy. I don't even know if I picked up on the fact that that was a bad pun. Thank you so much. Well, would you guys like to see me game with more randoms? Also just found out about the merchant after her. Spoiler alert. And it seems more the spirit of the random lobbies to just keep shifting lobbies. You know what? That's a great point, Siesta. That's like to run into random people. I definitely feel bad that I lost those folks. Let's play something wacky, okay? Let's be a goat man. I could be a bionicle. Being a bionicle is hilarious. But like Goblin Shaman, that's the one that kind of I think blows people's minds when they see you running. Let's be Pockets the Naked Goblin. Let's join a multiplayer game. Ooh, that's not as many games as before. You know what? I wonder if Epic Online Services dropped everyone, and that's why there's no servers. That would make sense. Alright. Let's join. What's up, Bonardo and Wolfenstein 99? It's time to kill skeletons and chew bubblegum. How you doing? Oh, how are you going, bro? Great. You? Am good. I mean, how are you going? I guess I don't know what that means. Tennessee, USA is what I'll tell him. Nice country. We are from Argentina. You know, where is it? Hey! Arvo. I wonder, Arvo, if, dude, let's just be honest. Is Arvo watching the stream? It seems highly unusual that you would just show up. Excuse me. Bonardo. So we've got Argentinians and Arvo. There was 2 stream snipers. Oh, were you the other one, Siesta? I'm here to recruit rats and chew bubblegum. So good. How old are you? I'm in my late 30s, which is more or less true, depending on how you categorize what the late 30s are. Ah, I love being a shaman. It's such a blast. Oh. Locked door. I may or may not have been Taco Gal. Siesta! You dog. I like how the shaman can turn into so many different things. Well, for what it's worth, Siesta, it was very fun playing with you. I felt like we were making a very good team. You were generous, and even not really knowing who you were, I was definitely eager to be generous to you, and it was great. I'm glad we got to play together. And frankly, it makes me feel better knowing that you were the one on the other end, because you could see that we had a disconnection problem that wasn't, I wasn't deliberately dropping the game. So now I can, at least for 2 of the 4 players, feel less guilty. So much time to spend. The classes we made. Well, it said it was time. I was timing out. Yeah, that's weird, right? Oh, actually, I don't need cursed equipment anymore. La da da dee doo da. You know what? There's no reason to have human form, or sorry, humanoid form. Indiana. Now I'm suspicious. Arvo. Don't kill my rats. Don't kill my rats. That's really funny. So Sheridan is originally from Indiana, so now I'm all suspicious that it's either him or maybe one of his brothers who plays the game. I don't think it works that way. Let me check. Regarding we have 2 gigabytes of internet. Wow. You can download the entire internet on a 2 gigabyte flash drive. I'm like making fun of the language differences that we have, which is awful because they can speak English and I can't speak the language they speak in Argentina. All right. Ooh. Whatever these are, oh, is that a bunch of tomahawks? Who's dropping those? And a blank scroll? I'm a shaman, everybody. That's awesome. Get rid of these rocks. I've got stinking tomahawks. Yeah, baby. Let's get it, get it. Ugh. I want to start inscribing so bad, but... Dom Payson. Skeliotron snuck up on me. Go like Boteau, you know what I mean, guys? And it used to be that you could switch weapons while you're in the middle of like a charge attack. Ow! Ow! Oh, you killed my you dirty rat. Oh, I died. That's not a good look. Sorry, Harvo. That was ugly. That's how we play. That's how we do it. We pros. Recruiting rats over here. Oh, another rat. I don't want to live in a world where I'm not recruiting rats constantly. It's not a world that matters. Alright. Kliaku. Yeah, dude, that's classic. Oh, we got our bare-chested. Staff of poison. I can eat anything I want as a rat. Jib jab, jib jab. I love it when the gnomes be like, ow! Owie! I'm a rat. I'd be drinking water. Alright, I mean, that was predictable. Come out here, gnome. Come out. Come and get it. Oh, he dropped. What's this gnome doing dropping a magic feather? That rarely happens. Ow. Oh, I ate it. I was playing like an idiot. It was fun though. I was having fun. Tip. Baron Herx loves to talk about his Minotaur. Hey, G-Cell, I see you're still here. Oh, yeah, you're the one that said pour one out. Wow, do you like Trump Gov? Presidents are irrelevant to my daily life. XD. This helmet is probably for pockets, right. Amen, bro. Well, I'm glad he liked that. Ping it for him. That's a good idea. Actually, I can't. Oh, I can, can't I? All right. Warrior, rogue, shaman, ninja. SML podcast hosting me. What's up, SML? Good to see you. Thanks for showing up. cursed pickaxe. I'll keep that around, I suppose. I kind of like that, you know, when I start charging up an attack, I have to willfully aim it away from my teammates to make sure I don't hurt them. It's like, I like the feeling of being conscious that, you know, that I have to make sure not to endanger them. It feels legit. How are you doing? I am doing very well, SML. Thank you very much. I rewatched the, or I shouldn't say rewatched. I watched for the first time the interview that we had yesterday. I think it was a great interview. It's so funny when I'm talking to folks, either on stream or in an interview of any kind. I always feel like I'm being slow to respond and uninteresting and like stuttering too much, and I get all super self-conscious. And then I go back and I listen to it, or I watch it later, and I can break out of it because I'm watching me from a third-person perspective. I can break out of that hyper self-judgmental mindset and just listen to myself in a way that maybe somebody else would listen to me, and I can give myself a lot more grace and not be so judgy about how I'm doing. And so I think the hey, look who's correct. Minotaur came up. I feel the exact same way, that I'm a blubbering idiot. No, I think you did a great job. I really do. All right, we got out of there. I really do think you did a great job with the kinds of questions you asked. You were kind of Johnny on the spot with making sure we didn't have slow, like, dead air. You've clearly been doing this for a while, so kudos to you as an interviewer. I appreciate you, and I appreciate you having me on your show. So for those of you, the 9 or so of you who are here, SML, I believe, is short for Somebody Might Listen, or Someone Might Listen podcast. I met them at MagFest. Very, very nice people. And I believe it is on Wednesday. They will be publishing a recording of it. So if you weren't there for the stream, you can have sort of the, I guess, the polished... uh-oh, we got a succubus. All right. Anyway, that recording will be coming out Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken, and you can listen to it then. Or you can go back on their Twitch channel and listen to it now. It was a great chat. Yeah, it was. And 3K, I'm glad you tuned in to listen. Really appreciate it. Yeah, not to have a one-track mind, but I keep thinking back on, like, oh, they were really interested in that switch case, that leather exclusive Kickstarter backer switch case. One of a kind, never going to be able to get it anywhere else. Maybe we're interested. But, regardless, if you have the interest or money to invest in it, I'm glad that it at least tickles your fancy. So that art, if you're not familiar, is the Barony key art that I made for Barony Blessed Edition. And I completely remade it from scratch to not be pixelated and to have more of like an inked comic book style, so that it would look good with the laser burn that you can do for leather. Uh-oh. Shelob, don't kill me. Don't kill me. Okay, I just changed into a spider so Shelob wouldn't kill me. I feel very smart and lucky. Uh... This is awesome. Oh, that was great. Oh, that was amazing. I didn't mean to attack you. Just a misclock, he said. Ninja's best weapon. Absolutely. Take it. I hadn't realized that I had unlocked the spider form until I was dealing with Shelob. And, dude, this is great teamwork that we're having right now. All right, recruiting. What do you say? Look at all these friends I got. I went from 0 to hero with all these friends. Are you killing my friends? This is wacky. This is just wacky. Like, being a shaman is preposterous. Like, the fact that this game lets us do this is incredible. Me troll. Me tall. I could break that rock if I wanted to. And let's be honest, I kind of want to. I'm just going to move this rock because I can. How can you destroy that rock? Or be a troll. As I am currently a troll, I could break that, should I choose to. Doom, 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 doom. Is that a tomahawk? No, it's not a tomahawk. I don't want your sword. I want tomahawks exclusively. Ready? Sure. La da dum da dee da do. I believe this is one of the Mines songs that shipped with the Blessed Edition. I believe Chris took the initiative on this one and said, ooh, excellent boots of water walking. I think I'll take that, actually. Anyway, you know, Mines was a level that players experience more than any others because whenever you restart a game, you always go to the Mines, whereas the other ones you may not end up visiting because you may not get there. And so the Mines have more ambient tracks than any other area in the game, and reasonably so, I would argue. Did we make it to this Wizomps? We did. Opening poison. Okay. And I get a scroll of repair, which I don't think is meaningful right now. As a developer of the game, what would you say is your favorite class in terms of fun? That's a tough question. I mean, fun, it might be the shaman. People have a hard time playing the shaman. He's not a... You could argue that the shaman's not a quote-unquote powerful class. Like, it's harder to min-max. It's not terribly cheesable. Actually, I really want those scrolls. I'm gonna take them. We got a scroll of light, which is Holy Bible. Scroll of fire, which is Fuvi Blech. Repair, which is Elam Ebo. Actually, I already knew that one, didn't I? Yeah, Elam Ebo. And mail. I believe that is Elam Ebo. Shaman has a bad start, but once you get Troll, you can wreck. Shaman Human has a good start. Casting spells. It won't repair until appraise. Oh, I got dig and extra healing. When did this happen? Okay, that was great. Okay, giving away arrows. This is crazy. So much teamwork. Barony rap percentage. Is this the second or first run of the stream? We've actually done a few. We had like a timeout problem. Okay. Elam Ebo. I'm just doing these all day long. I'm feeling very very teamworky right now. Shaman starts with feather. Found Elam Ebo in chest. Alright. Dig and identify. I'm probably not going to need identify. I've never been called a Chad before. I feel pretty good about that. I don't know if I should, but I do. You know what? I don't need this cursed pickaxe. I'm the last one that needs this cursed pickaxe here. I'm gonna throw that on the floor. Uh-oh. I am going to be able to recruit a lot. I'm gonna try to find goblins before everybody else kills them. Oh, there must be a coral around here, huh? Yeah, that's a coral Grimes. No, Wolfenstein, no! Okay. Right, can I eat cursed meat as a troll? I probably can. I can, wow. Hacks! Walking on water as a troll, stomping around, stompy stomp. Losing a little health, we'll be okay. Okay. No, don't hurt me. What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more. Alright, well, I'm sad that our two teammates died so fast. That was unfortunate. Bling, bling. Y'all ever just get AFK in the water? I do not do that. Again, more cheese tactics I avoid. I understand why people do it, though. I mean, the game allows it. It's totally fair. This is like the 5th, if it wasn't answered. Yeah, it was several sessions. But yeah, just the shaman, because of how situational the class is, it just feels so fun. Just because you're flexible in a way that other classes aren't. It's just really satisfying. Let's be a spider. Let's be a spider and killer. Being a spider walking on the water just feels right somehow. Local's journal. You just got back. All right, what's up, Siesta? How you be is? Taco Gal. So you've been my friend on Steam for some time, if I'm not mistaken, and I just never made the connection that Siesta and Taco Gal were the same person. So that's kind of fun. That's pretty fun. I'm like a spider. I can do like spider stuff. Yeah, haven't you, Taco? I'm pretty like I know that name. So and the only place I can think of it is maybe on Steam friends list. It is strong bad. You figured it out, dude. Dungeon guy is totally. That's what I call when I'm doing the voiceover for the for the trailers. I'm totally channeling Strong Bad. I stinking love Strong Bad. The trailers, yeah, on the Steam page. Oh, you're helping me finish my sentence. Thank you. Did you miss anything? Well, I don't know. I mean, did you watch me give 3 scrolls of repair to Arvo? That was awesome. Here, why don't somebody take this? Somebody else take that. Good bows there. Good glasses. Question of sickness. Here's what, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna wield this, and everybody's gonna get healed. Oh, that is so good. Robbed from Unforgotten Realms. Yeah, I'm not familiar with that. Possible to run Barony in my T84 calculator. It's not Doom. We don't have the world's greatest geniuses trying to make it run. Unfortunately. I didn't need to do that. Oh well. I should switch back to spider form before I make more stupid mistakes. Fine, rat form it is. I didn't have enough mana. You know, I could recruit this goblin. Or I could peck it to death as a rat. So when Wall of Justice and I were first working on Legends and Pariahs, you know, we were talking about the idea of shape-shifting. I forget how first-person models came up. But when we got this rat, like I made a first-person model for the rat nose. And when we first got it in the game, Wall... oh yeah, get him, troll boy! Nice. He gave it this like tilt, so whichever direction you're moving, the rat's nose tilts and it adds so much dimension to it, because if it doesn't move, it might as well just be a... If it doesn't rotate, it just feels like a flat picture. But with the rotation, it really just feels like part of your body. It's so awesome. I stinking love it. To this day... One of my favorites. Dude, I drank some booze as a rat. I've never hung out with a drunken rat. If you have, I'd love to hear that story. I'm assuming you haven't. Oh, Bernardo, no. I need to go catch up with... Oh, I see. He got killed. That makes sense. I need to go catch up with my homies and heal them, because that's a job I can do as the shaman. Ikta Induwa. Oops, I did that wrong. I really want to heal these guys, but I'm too stupid. My head brain knows smart get. Because there's good goblins in there. I'm going to go recruit them. Whoa. I think they just attacked my ally and they retaliated. Ring of conflict, perhaps? You are dead now, so no more problem. Oh, that's awful. I feel bad, but it's also really, really funny. Wow. Trying to be helpful. Goatman Brewer is decent support. I like the Brewer. We don't even know what we're doing. That's fair. Fair. Yeah, especially because he starts with good axe and punching skill. Like, he's just a decent melee character with being having the ability to throw potions and get all the magic effects from potions. It's just like a fun combo, in my opinion. And people have complaints about the Goatman as a race, that, you know, he's not powerful in certain ways, and he's weak to certain weapons, and quite a few weapons, actually. So maybe he could, Alright. What the heck? Oh. Oh no. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh my gosh. That's so funny. I mean, I should have expected that. I just wasn't thinking about it. That's so funny. You got a tin opener. I don't, but I have more food than I care to admit. How rare are can openers? I found 10 more cans than can openers. Yeah. I don't know how rare they are, but you only need one, so I understand why they're rare. Alright. We're killing them trolls. Hey, be nice. Be nice to each other. Oh, he moved. I really need my mana. Oh no, we got a Potato King. World's fastest. Alright, increase my health regen. Oh, goodness. What's my health regen? 1 health every 2 seconds. That's not bad. I've had worse. Okay. I haven't been talking. Talk about the goat more. You were about to say something. Thank you, Siesta. So yeah, I mean, he's just... So for one thing, he's kind of immune to the negative effects of booze. And so when you think about all the races that are in the game now, there's few that are just sort of like objectively strong physical characters. And because of the strength that booze offers when you drink it, and the benefit he gains from it, please remove Ring of Conflict. That's alright. It's alright. Nobody's mad. Nobody's upset. Nobody has to be upset. Alright, I just charmed a human because I felt like it was the right thing to do. Okay. Okay. Yeah. What was it? Was it Wolf? Was it Wolf that had it? It probably was. Nice. Good way to disarm the trap room. That was great. So now I'm stuck with this staff. Uh-oh. I'm trying to befriend Jeff over here. Classic Jeff, am I right? Oh, sorry. I'm so caught up in the gameplay that I'm forgetting to talk about things. I don't think it's cursed. I think he just dies so fast he can't. Yeah, I think that's true. That sounds about right. Unfortunately. It's the nature of the beast. Who's casting spells on me? Oh, it's the shopkeeper, of course. Okay, charging is Day and Fools. I'm not going to bother with that. Knights of the North, I don't need that. Don't need this anymore. Don't need this anymore. Oh, Zap Brigade. I got hit by a slowing arrow. Or a slow spell or something. Okay, we made it. But, seems like something a spell or potion of rage should do to an individual, and the ring should just make things aggro to you specifically. Yeah, maybe. I mean, what use would it have if it made them aggro to you? Like, why would you even want that? Where's our... Oh, our fourth player decided to bail. He's out in the middle of nowhere. It triggers ghouls. Yeah, it's funny trying to keep up conversation with you guys and also talk to them in stream and do, if it's blessed or if you wanted to tank, it could also make enemies see you at a further range. You could lure them. So in other words, like, make them forget their hostilities with other enemies or other characters. That's not a bad idea. Okay. We might die here. This might be a good place for this run to stop. Anyway, returning to the top of the goat man. You know, it makes me think that a class that revolves around debuffs might be sick. Yeah, we don't have much in the way of buffs and debuffs in the game, so when I think about the possibility of future classes, that's kind of where my mind goes. Makes a little sense for how yeah, I mean, whatever. It's been in the game since 2015. I think I've just kind of adapted to it now. I'm not like, I think it's great for us to fix things that are no fun. Maybe we should fix it, but this one has a use that I think that, you know, maybe it's weird, but it's not invalid. Like my first, many of the early runs that I was able to win were won because of that ring. I would go invisible, and then fight Herx, and I'd run around avoiding him, and then his minions would kill him. I mean, spoiler alert. But that was a lot of my early wins. I got that way. So there's something to be said for the Ring of Conflict. And I've been using... Oh, no. All right, somebody decided to walk. Arvo's got invisibility. All right. Dude, Arvo's just like an invisible assassin. It's kind of crazy. Oh, Arvo, I can't see you, so I can't... Ion visible. Yeah. Well said. Oh my goodness. Out of mana. I should have switched to a form before I ran out of mana, because this is not ideal for me. I like how closing doors works on zombies. It's like you need a minute with zombies, just close the door. Kind of awesome. Rip, playing Conjurer makes the other casters much harder to play. Oh, because of the fact that you have like good tanks on your side. That's true. It's funny, like, again, I totally understand why people feel like certain classes are underpowered, but I also think they have uses depending on the playstyle that you want. And I trapped him. The playstyle that you want, and what your skill level is, because maybe you need a tank. Maybe you're not a master of like doing hit and run backstabs, which is like is a lot of you know, it takes a lot of getting used to the melee game mechanics and the enemy's attack timing and all those patterns. Like, you may not know all that. So yeah, I mean, the Conjurer definitely isn't like the most focused wizard class in the game. Maybe the skill distribution isn't as focused as the other casters, but it really fits for a lot of players and how they want to play. And same with the skeleton. Like, I've watched some streamers who really just like a slow, patient playstyle, and the skeleton is so good for that. How long to the end of the game? Well, we're on dungeon level 9. Just 26 floors. Who should I give Genie's brace? Well, whoever's going to be... whoever's going to be probably tanking the most should probably take them. Oh, all right. It's calling Conjure Summoner the whole time. Lol. Whoops. Yeah, whatever. I'm not upset about it. People call the brewer the alchemist or whatever. It's fine. This is not something that I worry about. Hold, identify, dig, and sleep. I mean, I have some good spells. Alright. Opening. Polymorph, blindness, sickness, acid. I don't need to be carrying all this. Let's heal everyone. Let's do the pertinent thing and heal everybody. I can't. Oh, there we go. 40. Oh, I just healed him. How'd he die? Oh, Arvo. Arvo. I think I'll give you... Of course, he's got like this ultimate ninja sword and the magic boots and the sunglasses on. I feel like maybe I should start thinking about calling the stream, or at least the game, because I think our Argentinian friends are not having that much fun, and I feel bad about it. This is a great run for me. I'm having a blast, and obviously it's great for Arvo because he's got the sword. You know, I think it's at probably excellent condition now, which is crazy good this early in the game. But yeah, these guys are spending a lot of time dead, and that's really unfortunate. Gumbeson. I don't know how I got so powerful. Level 17 is pretty high for where we're at in the game. Oh, these guys, I think they're leaving. Yeah, we're getting disconnected. I think they just collectively decided, no, these guys are going to be on too long. I don't want to do it anymore. That'd be fair. I wouldn't blame them. Yeah. You know, maybe they didn't do it on purpose. I wouldn't be quick to blame them. I don't know why these DCs are happening. It's not great. And I know I've played games, like 3-hour games that haven't had this problem. So I'm really curious what's going on today. I was also playing on EGS though, whereas now I'm playing on Steam. Well, I'm a little disappointed to lose that character because it was going, wow, it just totally kicked me out of the game. The game didn't like that. That's new. So I guess this is a really good time for me to call it. Here, let's get this image up. Bling. Webcam. I can go full face mode. Are you guys ready for that? You want full face mode? Let's get some other images up here. So yeah, I mean, obviously I really want to condone or get you guys excited about the Kickstarter that we're doing. If you haven't heard a lot about it, I'm sure you have. I'm sure most of you are fans. But in case we got any randos in here, it's really just a Kickstarter to make Barony on all platforms a better game. So PC on Steam or EGS or Linux or Mac, every single build of the game is going to be better. And if you would prefer a portable console version of the game, there's just not going to be any other way to get it. Sock stream win. How about now, 3K? How about right now? These beautiful babies right here. These are Barony socks. Thank you, 3K. These are real socks that you can buy using your real money, and you can wear them using your real feet. I'd recommend it. But you know what? Whatever. If you buy them and our Kickstarter succeeds, we will be using these to help fund our stretch goals. We haven't announced our stretch goals yet because they don't matter until the project funds. But if you like new UI, you like split screen, you like new UI, I'm just going to mention it again. The UI is really the big design part of this project. The rest of it is really a technology challenge. Getting it ported to the Switch and performant, getting split screen in. Most of that is a technology challenge. But the new UI is the big new art and design challenge that I think if you're playing single player, it's going to be the biggest difference that you'll notice, especially if you're a PC user. Or if you prefer gamepad support. So anyway, and if it's not convenient for you to fund the Kickstarter, or if it's just not something you want to spend money on, tell a friend if you like Barony. I would love that. I'd love that about you. So anyway, we don't have to keep talking about the Kickstarter. We can do some just chatting discussion if you guys like. But yeah, these are real socks. I'm just gonna leave them up for the rest of the stream because here they are. Anybody got questions about the stream or did anybody watch sorry, not questions about the stream, but questions about Barony? I'd be happy to talk. How many Herx kills you reckon we're at? Oh, that's a good question. I don't know how to look up the statistics, Wall, but I would love to know that. How many were we at a couple days ago? Those are great socks, aren't they? 10 out of 10 socks. Oh, you've got them. Well, share it. I'll talk about it. So I tweeted, let me look at what the tweet said. That we had like 300,000 games of Barony had been started since we launched on Epic Game Store 3 days ago. Excuse me. And only 68 wins had been recorded, which is just a mind-boggling set of numbers, in my opinion. All right, Twitter. Yeah, 302,000 games started, 20,000 people killed by a Minotaur, 104,000 people killed by boulders, and 18 games won. Just 18 games won. And I know that most of us probably didn't beat Barony on the first or second day we owned it, so the fact that anybody beat it is still impressive, but 18 people out of 300,000 games started is so wild. It's so wild in my opinion. But yeah. 50-ish. It was about 50 Herx kills as a couple of days ago. Even that, wow, wild. 4 times in the last 3 days. Wow, 3K. So you said you were gone from Barony for a while. Does this mean that it was your first time playing with the DLC? Oh, it's 750 now? That's a lot of people playing Barony, dude. That's amazing. That's crazy. So do you know the game wins? What's that up to now? Stopped right after DLC came out. Oh, really? Interesting. $850,000 games of Barony have been started. Wowzers. I see. You bought them, but you didn't play them much. Yeah, for me, I don't know if it's the achievements driving me. I know that I'm sort of irrationally driven by the achievements. Like, I really want to get them all. And maybe it's a point of pride because I'm a developer, but it's also a game I've been playing for 5 years. Like, I want the achievements. And so the game finish achievements are... well, I've got my audio being captured twice. Does it sound bad to you guys? Do I need to change something? I just noticed I've got both my mic and my audio input being captured. I hope it's not obnoxiously loud or something. Anyway. Audio sounds fine. Okay, that's good. Hey, Bleach Garage. Hey, man. Thanks for poking your face in here. Where were we? Oh, yeah, DLC characters. They just add such another dimension to the game. It's like a force multiplier on any class you play that I just can't help but play them. Like, especially if you got a class like the Punisher, or a race like the Incubus, they can throw that arcane mark down. It's like, it doesn't matter what class you are. That just is like, it makes the game more, it just adds another dimension of something interesting to do. It's a dynamic style of the new classes, achievements, other things. You're in hype mode. Dude, we're in hype mode. We're absolutely in hype mode. The way that the Kickstarter is going right now and where the community is after sort of settling in with the EGS, I don't feel the need to be on with Barony all the time. Like, I could have taken a break and watched a movie tonight and just kind of relaxed or played a different game. But I was like, I want to go do a Barony stream. Like, I'm hyped about Barony right now. I really wanted to go and play today and do something I hadn't done before. Like I mentioned at the start of the stream, I never got the chance to just go play with randoms, and that was a lot of fun. And if Arvo is in this stream, pipe up. Are you in here, Arvo? Or was that just a totally weird, incidental coincidence that I ran into that same guy twice? Socks are nice. Makes me wish I didn't have tree trunk-sized calves and big old feet. Yo, SML. Absolutely. I've read some of the reviews for these socks, and apparently they do lean a little snug. So it's probably wise... because they're a one-size-fits-all, it's probably wise to avoid them if you have especially large feet. I am a man with large calves myself, but I think these will probably be fine on my feet. Big feet are an issue for me too. There, yeah. I've got some novelty socks. We'll see. You know what? Especially for us gentlemen, where some socks have not fit us well, I will make sure to take like so many really close-up high-res photos of my feet wearing these socks for you. I'll do it for you, in self-sacrifice for the community. I bought size 12 to 14 socks at Walmart with Zelda and Mario logos, and even those cut off the circulation to my legs. Yowzers, dude. Well, if you're... I will make sure to let you know if these are abnormally large socks when I get them. I have doubts, but I'll let you know. Yeah, so... Yeah, we were talking about Goatman. I just wanted to throw in a last bone for the Goatman that when you're playing a fighter class like the Cleric or the Barbarian or the Warrior or the Monk, the Goatman can be a great modifier, and his bonus to finding extra potions can help him stay on top of the problem. But also, even if you want to go healer, You can use Cure Ailment to get rid of your what is it called? Your I think it's Hangover. um, and so you can nullify the problem if you don't want to deal with booze all the time. And so yeah, I think it's one of those things that if you like them, it's fun. It's just fun to play. Although somebody did recommend doing like a melee specific spell that the Goatmen could get, and I'm kind of behind that. And it's funny because I think I'm behind it because it's not just a suggestion that's like he needs to be more powerful, which let's face it, we're not making this game for min-max or speedrunners to make sure like every class is equally valid. It's like with RPGs, it's as much playstyle as it is about validity. And as long like I beat the game as a Goatman alchemist, doing the brawler achievement. It's one of the harder ways to beat the game, and I had a great time. And the whole time I wasn't like, this is invalid. This game sucks because this is an invalid way to play. No, I was able to beat it just fine. And so there isn't like a major balance problem where it's like we just designed a bad way to play the game that players can't use to have any fun. I'm sorry if that sounds defensive, but it's like this isn't a competitive PvP game. It's okay with me if speedrunners don't choose the Goatman. Like that's okay. They're gonna pick the vampire or the insectoid, and it's fine. But so my point was the idea of the Goatman getting some sort of like melee focused spell, something that wouldn't require a high casting skill like a headbutt or something like that it's so thematic to the Goatman that it's just funny. It makes it funny for me. I think the Goatman would be more fun if he had something like that, as opposed to flattening out the power curve. And in my day job, I'm a professional game designer. Like making sure things are balanced and similarly valid matters a lot to me. But what matters more is that it's fun and it's something that I want to do. So, making sure his stats are on par with like the insectoid or the vampire is not something that matters as much to me as making sure that he's cool and interesting. So anyway, I hope that rant resonated with some of you. It matters to me. The brawler achievement speaks to me. Monk was your favorite base class. Well, the Goatman might be a good choice. And alembics are fairly common. So even if you start as a monk and you want to use brewing to your advantage, if you mix fruit juice and sickness, you can make booze in addition to being able to duplicate it with water, and sinks are everywhere. So anyway, 109 Orphei. Wall, did you just pluralize Orpheus and Eurydice? Okay, 109 Orphei have been killed. 117 Eurydices. 134 games won. I guess classic mode counts too. Oh, interesting. Okay, that's fine. It's still not many games won. Holy smokes! Only 134 games have been won. That's wild. That's not many. With 750 games played, 750,000 games played, only 134 have been won. Yowzers. Got one of the twins too. 3 in progress. That's the scientific plurals, I think. Yeah, I read that in my Latin textbooks. Orpheus and Eurydice. For a long time I called her Eurydice, and that was just a coincidental overlap with the fact that she's the ice lich of the two. When I'm naming stuff, if I'm not deeply inspired to come up with a new name that I feel like is really, embodies the character, I'll tend to look for, especially in a game like Barony, which does so many references, I'll look to references that players will find fun and interesting. And the Greek tale of Orpheus and his wife, Eurydice, or Eurydice, just sort of spoke to me. I was looking for Greek siblings specifically when I named them. And I got conflicting information about how to pronounce her name. And it's convenient. I didn't do this on purpose when I wrote their storylines. But it's convenient that they never say each other's names out loud. They refer to each other by their relationship, which I changed from husband and wife into brother and sister. I don't even know why I changed their relationship. It was just the story I wanted to tell, I guess, with them. Being sibling archmagisters, being sort of two sides of the same coin, as liches, one being fire and one being ice. That's probably where it came from. Buff, Eurydice, clearly too weak. That's so funny given our conversation about balance and stuff just now. Dude, when she teleports to the center and does that thing where she volleys those magic missiles at you, which, by the way, I have to get 100% of the credit to that boss fight and how it plays out to Wall. So I'm a very economically minded game designer. I always like to think of, what can we do with what we have? And the Blessed Edition was conceived as... if all I can do is duplicate what the game already does and add new art to it, what can we make? That's how I approached the Blessed Edition. And at that time, Wall was pretty new to the team, and we didn't know. I guess I didn't have enough experience working with him to know what he was capable of and what he wanted to do in the game. And so my approach was just like, I have to be able to make most of this edition by myself, is how I took that, and I don't program. And and so when we were thinking of ideas for what the new end boss should be, I was like, what if like 2 liches though, and instead of lightning spells like Herx has, what if they have fire and ice? And that's interesting for 2 reasons. One, the fire damage over time effect is notoriously a pain in the neck for how long it burns, and the ice is a notoriously challenging spell to deal with because of how it slows you. So you get slowed by ice, and that makes you easier to hit with the fire that then damages the heck out of you. Like, it's a devastating combination. And so even if all we can do is copy Herx and give him a different spell, and I knew that changing the spell out would be easy, that I was like, that's going to be a cool boss fight. It's still going to be a fun boss fight. So that's what I proposed. And Wall was basically like, yeah, we can do that. And then when he went, and correct me, Wall, if I'm not representing the story properly, but like, you went and worked on, in sort of like in a vacuum, worked on that boss fight on your own, and what came out was this really dynamic and interesting variability in how the two played, with Orpheus being melee focused and her doing these like super powerful like volleys of spells that would predict where you're running, and no other enemy in the game does that, and so it's like very surprising when you run into it. And but even though Orpheus does melee, he's still got these great point blank area of effect spells that are really match his fire personality really well. It's like he took the base idea and just like ran a marathon with it, and yeah, it really set us up for. I had to one up Herx. Well, I felt like I was already 2-upping Herx, and you're like, no, I got 100 up Herx. But no, I know what you mean. It's like not just one up him in terms of difficulty, but one up him in terms of complexity, right? Because Herx was summoning guys and sort of doing that teleport move, which, so I could totally understand what you mean when you're saying that you have to one up them. It's like, well, the twins or the 2 liches have to have interesting behaviors that are both more interesting than Herx individually. Is maybe that what you're getting at? I don't want to misrepresent you, is why I'm asking. But yeah. Anyway, it's a cool boss battle. It's really freaking epic. I think it's a very suitable into the game, and it absolutely pays off on the writing in their storyline. It really does. Do you remember, Wall, if that boss fight came before or after the dialogue? Do you remember? I don't really remember, because I don't know if I was inspired by the boss fight with their uh, their script, or if it was just like it just worked with what you had done. Like I when I first played, I found Herx was pretty simple with animations and didn't have good tells for spells or behavior. I think the VO came after. That's totally plausible. Yeah, I know the art probably came before anything else, but yeah, I wouldn't be surprised because the audio was one of those things it was the gray arena I was testing in. Oh, really? Like, so something from behind the scenes that you guys wouldn't know about is that is it the same test arena that you've been showing a lot of your like mechanical test videos in on our turning wheel Slack? That like it's a 1 tile high wall. It's just all gray rock. Yeah. Wow, that's crazy. So you were testing the boss fight in that like super simple square. That's really interesting. So you guys wouldn't know this, not seeing the turning wheel chats and development chats and stuff, but every time Wall makes a new mechanic and tests it out, he's always got these videos that he shows the team where, you know, it's like, no offense, just this ugly room that cool things happen inside of. So it wasn't until... So he had the mechanics worked out by the time I made the level. I don't know if I knew that or not. Maybe he... Well, you keep your cards close to your chest. I don't know if you do it on purpose, but you do it. I kind of wear my heart on my sleeve. I might be an open book by comparison, but... Dang. What's up, Dirk? Props to you. Yeah, dude. Yeah. He's a killer. Game changer. Literally. Alright, guys. Well, you got anything else? I divulged some interesting behind the scenes stuff about alt development. You got any historical Barony questions or design talks? Just shows up with something new and working with that. Yeah. No, that's how it works. That's how it's worked for a lot of things. Like, and it's not this way for everything. Like, there's some things where, you know, Wall just go off on his own and come up with his own idea and deliver on it, and then I might have feedback on it, but ultimately, he'll own the design idea. Other times, and frequently, I think he would agree that I'll come up with a seed idea, but then he'll way over deliver on what I expected, and that's because, like I said before, I'm economically minded. I'm like, well, what's fast? What can we do that's fast that we can get out and it won't break the bank and it won't take months to do? And I just want to make sure it gets there. I don't know. Maybe it's I've worked under schedules and deadlines in my day job as a game developer, designer, artist for, years. And so I'm always thinking about economics when it comes to, what can we do in an amount of time that's testable? But we kind of don't have that problem often on the Barony team. We're just like putting together what's fun, and like that's why we're doing it. What's cool and flashy? Well, the good news about cool and flashy is that I have almost no power at all to make cool special effects. So I've done a little bit of 3D special effects in my professional career. But everything in Barony is hard coded, and so all I can do is make a model and a sprite and beg like. Current run got stopped at 29. Oh, were you playing multiplayer 3K, or did you die? Anyway, I can make a cool model or a cool sprite and be like, hey, Wall, can you do this thing that I want to do with it? And then he can go off and do that, and he always delivers well when that happens. But often, I'm just like, man, let's just reuse the Force Bolt spell effect for this. And he'll be like, or we could use a brand new spell effect. They'll do this. Like, the Shadow is a great example of this. Like, why don't we do a brand new spell effect that where, like, shadow bubbles just spill out of him and billow all around his feet? And, yeah. Wall goes off the deep end with special effects, and it's awesome. Was single player with stream and background. Oh, so you died. That's what I'm picking up, is that you died. Well, there's not much to see here. You've got these beautiful socks. I'm trying to Vanna White these socks. You got these beautiful socks in this face. Let's track gameplay stats the day before Epic release. Yeah. No, that's true. Yeah, and I have my moments. They may not be this exactly the same as your moments, because I think mine are more conservative. But like achievements for the Hall of Trials, I think those were huge. Like I've watched a lot of streams of people playing the Hall of Trials, and most of them are very, very motivated when they see that achievement trigger pop up. Pop! Like, you got 1 out of 10 diploma. People are like, ooh, I really want that diploma. Like, I want to be able to say I finished these. And people that would otherwise not beat their head against the trials to finish them. The icons are great to show up. Yeah, they are. Yeah, and your toast is great for that. You did a great job on that toast for Epic. And this is something, again, from outside the developer perspective, you'd have no reason to know this. Epic has no way for us to show achievements. Like, we're just all used to playing on Steam, and like achievement stuff pops up, and it's like, oh, thanks, Steam. Well, Epic doesn't have any of that. And Wall was just like, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to recreate that in Barony just because I want it. I don't know if that's a fair way to put it. But it was like a week before ship that I sent Wall a private message, and I was just like, we should do achievements for the trials. I sent him a list of the things that I thought would be good achievements for the trial, and he's like, I'm in. It's like calling your heist buddy from 30 years ago when you used to rob banks, and he's got a family and kids, and he works at an insurance company, and you're like, I just got an Uzi, and there's a bank that I want to rob, and he's like, I'm in. I want that bank robbery. Take me there. And so that night, like the moment he said I'm in, I was like, I just whipped out literally, yeah. I literally did all of the illustrations for the achievements that evening, and I think he got him in like the next day or the day after or something, and now they're all in, and they made a huge difference. Every person I've watched play the trial has acknowledged or like been motivated differently because those achievements were there. I'm so glad we did it. Very last minute, like super sloppy, super unprofessional development, and I mean unprofessional in that we do a very bad job of managing like feature creep and stopping ourselves when we want to like when we want something in that's cool and we like it, we just go for it. Like, we kind of don't care about the impact, and that's not very if we had a producer on our team, we don't have, spoiler alert, we don't have a producer at Turning Wheel, and we just have people that have the skills required to make video games. And so when we're like, hey, we want to put this in the video game, we're like, okay, let's do it, let's make it happen, and it just happens. You're doing those achievements right now. The Boulder one is fantastic. First try me, wished he had it. LMAO. Try me. Hold on, what are you talking about? First try. Okay, I think I understand now. Yeah. I get you, dude. I get you. I understand. Yep. Yeah, they made a big difference. But yeah, Coffee Stain Studios is one of the few indie devs that, when I think about the way that their studios run and they're structured, and the way that they do development and the kinds of games that they make, they're one of the few studios that I'm like, I think I could follow their example in some ways, because they're bigger than our studio, and they're more successful, and I'm not sure that I would make the same kinds of games as they do necessarily, but just their attitude towards game development is something that resonates with me. And I remember I watched a video of Coffee Stain doing like a Cribs style like walkthrough of the studio, and one of the things they said is that they just like they don't have producers or something like that. They're like, it just doesn't work for us. It's not our style. And I just like, I really respect that. Like, it's really working for us. And, you know, one day maybe Turning Wheel will have enough money where we'll have to make a decision like about what kind of team we want to be, what kind of development style we want. And it would be very easy, having game industry experience, to just say, well, I know studios are supposed to have marketing guys, and they're supposed to have producers, and they're supposed to have a technical artist, and they're supposed to have, you know, whatever other fill-in-the-blank position. We need a build engineer. Or we could just be like, this is what's working for us. This is the way we like it. We don't need convention necessarily. And I've seen this in my professional career. Studios that were working just fine, and they're like, oh, we need to do that thing that most studios do, so we need to hire this role. That wasn't necessary on the, like, there wasn't necessarily a demand for it. Like, it wasn't like there was problems that was keeping anyone from being able to do their job. Just like, oh, why don't we have more producers? Seems like we should have that. Like, other studios have more. Why don't we? And I would argue that, and it wasn't the producer's fault. It's just suddenly the whole development culture of the studio had to change to accommodate this person being able to do their job. And yeah. Anyway, I'm just saying sometimes the convention isn't necessary or beneficial, but people just motivated by tradition and experience are just like, I guess we should do that. Seems like we should, without actually taking into account what's working, like what's unique and good about the studio anyway. Who's Coffee Stain? Is that Goat Simulator? Surprised you remembered that. Yeah. Well, I actually knew them first for Sanctum, which is a kind of game that I would make, that I would have been proud to work on a game like Sanctum and Sanctum 2. I love both of those games. And they're first-person, 4-player co-op games, surprise, surprise. But they're tower defense, not, you know, roguelike dungeon crawlers. No Sanctum, but never played it. I would recommend them. To this day, there isn't games that are like them. The game... I'm going to say something stupid, and I hope you love it. The game that's closest to Sanctum that I can think of right now is the end of Trial 9 in Barony. It's first person. It's like Dungeon Defenders, but first person. And you build a maze. In Dungeon Defenders, you don't build a maze, but in Sanctum, you do build a maze. So, I guess in Barony, you don't build a maze either, so... Maybe Barony's tinkering skill is more like Dungeon Defenders than it is like Sanctum, but anyway. Barony's first person, so... Yeah. Man. I got spun off on tangents and talked for a long time. But I see you guys are still sticking around, so it must not be that awful. You guys got any more fun behind-the-scenes development questions? Or maybe Kickstarter questions? In Barony, you don't build a maze. Maze builds you. I didn't see that coming. I should have seen it coming and I didn't. The only thing that turns me off to Dungeon Defenders is the looting. So maybe Sanctum is more my speed. Yeah, there's no looting in Sanctum. You start with a, like a currency value of how many towers you can buy. And then you do the wave and you kill a bunch of monsters. And depending on how much of your core health you lose, you might get more or less currency, and you use that to upgrade your towers and build more maze, and that's it. It's pretty simple. It's not like an action RPG where you're constantly grinding away on items. Speaking, I'll take this tangent because the chat's pretty quiet, but there's still 70 us, so I'm motivated to stick around and hang with you guys. I watched a stream today of somebody who was like, they weren't getting drawn in to Barony, which is fine. The game's not for everybody. But the way that they justified it is they compared it to games like Path of Exile and Torchlight. And they're like, I just want more sense of, like, I feel like I'm not sure where my loot is going. Like, what's the progression of my loot? And it's kind of funny and ironic to me because, like, the loot grind as a genre for, like, when you say action RPG, back in the day, it used to mean a real-time action game that was also an RPG, like it had RPG mechanics. But post-Diablo 2, in a post-Diablo 2 world, action RPG, it seems to mean to more people that it's a loot grind. And, like, I have as much fun as anyone, I suppose, with loot grinds, but to me, a loot grind is not what I love about RPGs. And so when somebody is judging Barony because it's not a loot grind, I'm, like, a little bewildered. Like, yeah, I want to hoard and collect everything and sell it out of shop and then buy better gear as part of the core loop of the gameplay, or I'm not having fun. And that's what I expect this game to be like. It's interesting, the kind of preference or the perception or the preference that people would assume that a real-time RPG would, like, demand that. And maybe there's a place for it. Like, maybe there's an opportunity to make a fantasy Borderlands, because Borderlands got that in spades. It's just a loot grind game that's also a first-person shooter with some RPG mechanics and co-op tacked on. And heck, like, I'd love to play Borderlands, but in fantasy with the, you know, instead of the kinds of classes they got, instead you have, like, you know, the warrior and the assassin and the wizard and the priest or something, or the cleric, and go on 4-player loot runs together, Borderlands style, loot grinding like crazy. But that's a very different and less mechanically rich game, I would argue, than Barony is. Less guns and more swords. Yeah. Less guns. For all the guns that we have in Barony, we need fewer. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not trying to make Borderlands. To me, like, the math of the loot grind is kind of what turns me off. Like, the fact that every item you find is just some result of an algorithm deciding what level you are and therefore what power level you're allowed to have. Yeah, to me it's too much about the numbers. I'm not super excited about that. Anyway. It is possible that this conversation has run its course, and this would be a good time to call it. So unless there's any last-minute questions or topics you guys want to bring up. Quick, someone mod a revolver in for Barony. You know, when magic staffs are definitely the closest things to being guns. Although, you know, with the oddity that you can't... off to bed was fun. Thank you, Siesta. Thank you. Crossbow. Yeah, you may be right. Except for the arc, the drop on it. Yeah, before the arc change, I might have agreed with you more. Yeah, but not at that shorter range. That's my argument anyway. Anyway, it's been fun. Thanks for sticking around. I think this is the only time I've ever done just like a face stream to discuss, so I've had a lot of fun talking to you guys, and I hope you have a magnificent evening. And yeah, keep that Kickstarter in mind. Tell your friends. Tell your enemies. Tell your cat. Bye, socks. All right, bye.